If you've got photos on your phone, you'll want to make this DIY. Let's go. Hey everyone, my name is Courtney. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am so happy you are here. And if you're coming back, welcome back, Creative Club members. Today is a very fun DIY. I am finally kicking off some videos after a much needed break. And today is a very special one. So one thing I wanted to do for this year is make sure that I am bringing fresh, new, fun content to you. And this is one of those projects. So last year, you might remember my little shadow box up here on the wall. I duped that from a magnolia dupe. Well, today I'm going to show you what I'll be doing with it this year. We are making a DIY mini photo museum. That's right. You're going to be getting photos off of your phone, putting it in a really cute display case that you can change out with the seasons, decorate it so it's also a multi-seasonal piece. I cannot wait to show you how to do this. So let's talk about what supplies you're going to need. First, you will need some type of photo printer, something to get those cute little photos off your phone and printed out. You'll need an assortment of mini frames. These came from Amazon. I will have everything from today's video linked down below for you. Some spotlights. These are little dollhouse spotlights. Again, I just got them on Amazon. I also have this. This is kind of an optional piece. So to make it multi-seasonal, I'm going to have different little florals, things like that to match the season. So now I've got some spring ones here. And then you're going to need some little figurines. Okay, this was a situation that we are going to address a little bit later on. And of course, you will need some type of shadow box. This one came from Amazon. Like I mentioned, I used it for a magnolia dupe last year, but if you're looking for somewhere else to buy it, I like Michael's over Hobby Lobby, but you can also find some good deals at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to start by printing off my photos. I absolutely love my photo printer. I have been using it for a very long time, which is a great time for me to tell you about today's sponsor, Lean. If you're looking for a fantastic photo printer, check this out. Now, to make this project over the top, today's sponsor is all about unleashing your creativity with ease. Meet the Lean PixCut S1, the all-in-one photo and sticker printer that's turning every creative space into a mini studio. I absolutely love this printer and have been using it for over a year. Whether you're a memory keeper, small business maker, or DIY lover, this sleek little powerhouse lets you print and cut custom photos and stickers in just minutes. No extra tools, no guesswork, and most importantly, no design headaches. Imagine you snap a photo, upload it through the mobile app, and the PixCut S1 does the rest. Thanks to its AI-powered automatic image recognition and cutting technology, the machine analyzes your image and determines the perfect cut path, all without you having to manually trace or adjust anything. It literally thinks for you. You heard that right, the AI that handles the tricky parts. Just upload your design and the PixCut S1's intelligent system removes your backgrounds, finds edges, and creates precise cut lines that wrap snugly around your artwork. Whether you're doing simple shapes or intricate silhouettes, the AI makes sure every sticker looks clean and professional. And it's not just smart, it's seriously practical. With Bluetooth connectivity and a companion app for iOS and Android, you can edit, design, print, and cut right from your smartphone or tablet. No computer needed, no clutter, just pure creativity at your fingertips. From heartfelt photo keepsakes to custom branding stickers, labels, gift tags, and even puzzles, PixCut S1 makes every project a breeze. Plus, the automatic feeding system keeps your workflow smooth and uninterrupted. Load your paper once and just let it do its thing. And here's a bonus for all the DIY lovers. Lean's library offers thousands of free templates and design assets so you can jumpstart your creative ideas without starting from scratch. So if you've ever wanted pro-level results with zero fuss, this is the machine for you. Head over to check out the Lean PixCut S1. It's the smart way to print, cut, and create like a pro at home. Click the link in the description box for all the details. It's time to prep the photos. So I did print my photos out as pictures because I did want to put a cardstock backer, which is great because look at this. I just simply peel it off. It's already cut to shape and then I can just trim around it. But I certainly could just use regular photo paper if I wanted to print out some pictures. So I'm going to get these down and then go ahead and trim around them. Then it's time to get them attached to my frame. And to do that, I'm just going to use a little bit of Scotch tape to secure these to the back of each of the frames. is where you can make this piece multi-seasonal. So for your backdrop or your wallpaper, I'm going to use scrapbook paper. So I'm going to use a floral scrapbook paper to kind of get that springy vibe. To get this attached to my backer, I am simply just going to use small little pins. I bought these again last year. They'll be linked down below, and I'm just going to put 3 pins on each side. So that's going to be a total of, let's see, 4 plus 4. Yeah, 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay. I'm a creative brain, not an analytical one. So, yeah. That's going to be what we're going to do here. Once that is all nice and secured down, the way I'm going to put my pictures on here, which will work really, really well, is I'm just going to use hot glue. So I'll use hot glue to glue each one of these to the scrapbook paper. And when I'm ready to change out pictures, I can just easily remove the frames because they were just taped to that. And then if I want to save those pictures on that piece of scrapbook paper, I can put it in an album if I want to, or, you know, whatever I want to do with that. But that is how I'm going to get those pictures attached. For the little spotlights, they have the little paper in it, you know, that you pull, and then they're just twist on and twist off. So I'm actually going to use some Dollar Tree little foam glue dots to put those on the end. And then I'll just stick 3 of them, put 1 in the center, and then 1 on each side. So I've got my spotlights shining down on my frames. Let's talk figurines. So reading is a good thing, y'all. I seem to have missed in the description that these were 1/100th scale. So clearly these little people are not gonna work. When I saw them, I was like, oh, I can paint them myself and make them like custom to my family members. Okay, yeah, nope, this is not going to work. So, good old Dollar Tree is gonna come in clutch. I was gonna go on Amazon and order some more, but for whatever reason, the ones I were finding were really creepy, or I should say, they were gonna take like weeks to get here. So, it's gonna be Barbie Day at our museum. So thank you, Dollar Tree, for this. I've got these 2 little sassy girls who are going to be at the museum, and I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get them off of the little platform. All right. So we got some sassy girls checking out the museum today. It looks like I can just pull this out, maybe. I say that, but watch me break her legs off, because that's, guess what I'm gonna get here. Okay, I need a tool to try to poke her leg. All right, let's see if I can. Why is it that I'm always destroying stuff? Okay, well, I thought I would be able to just pull her feet out. Maybe I just need to be, I don't want to break her legs though. Okay, well, let me see. Okay, I need to think about this for a second. All right, I'm gonna try to pop this out. That's my first thought. So let's try this without hurting myself. You know what? I don't think this is gonna work. This is gonna poke holes in it. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna have to do. Let's see. I'm gonna have to. My goodness. Okay. Well. Stinking Barbie, come on. I really don't want to. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Alright. Pretty sure I was a surgeon in another life. Like okay, we're gonna just clip that little piece. So there's like, for these anyway, they're like, the feet are shoved into that. So what I'm gonna do is try to cut it, and then what I can do is just use glue dots, because that's what I was gonna do anyway to make these people stand up. So let's see if this works. Oh, it's working! The last step was to put my little florals in there and then put my little figures in there. And I did originally try glue dots, did not work. So I went ahead and just used some hot glue because it's going down on glass. So I know that I'll be able to get that hot glue off, no problem. And that's how I secured it. Now let's take a look at the cute finished product. today's DIYs, but guess what? This is a secret giveaway video. So 3 winners will be chosen, and what I've done is I've been cleaning out my stash and I have made up 3 different mystery boxes. They've all got the same challenge and things like that, but they've all got kind of different items in them, and I'm going to be choosing 3 winners for those. So what you can do is check the description box down below. It will have all of the instructions to enter the giveaway, and if those winners choose in the April mystery box, not the February one that's happening at the end of this month, but the April one, I will show those projects at the end of my mystery box video in April. So just check how to enter down below, and please let me know in the comments one video idea that you are just dying for me to do. I would love to hear it because, like I said, I'm trying to bring fresh and new and fun to the channel this year. We're just gonna have fun. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Here are some more videos you might want to check out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!